Dr. Owl. I am making a mini ocean right here in this baking dish. I even brought my desk fan to make some big waves.
That is quite the setup, Emma. You are certainly stirring up the water, but I hope we do not cause a flood in the lab today.
Danger! Danger! Wait, water? I am not waterproof. My circuits are shivering. I am going to rust before my birthday.
Oops, sorry, Ziggy. I am just trying to recreate a storm because of a super cool question we got.
Oh? And who sent us this question, Emma?
It is from our explorer, Max, who is 5 years old. Max wants to know, how do hurricanes form?
What a fantastic question from Max. Hurricanes are some of the most powerful storms on our entire planet.
Beep boop, do they have teeth? Are they made of lasers?
No, Ziggy, they are made of wind and rain. But Dr. Owl, how does the ocean make such a monster storm?
Well, it takes a very special recipe of warm water, air, and the spin of the Earth itself. Let us dive in and find out exactly how this giant weather engine works.
Hello? Is this thing on? I pressed a button.
Ziggy, you pressed the intro button.
Oh, I thought it was the snack button.
Hoot hoot! Hello, explorers! Welcome to STEM with Dr. Owl,
where we explore big ideas and curious questions together.
Every episode is a new adventure, full of wonder, thinking, and fun.
Adventure confirmed, curiosity level, maximum. Okay, everyone. Robot rule. Sit still. Snack systems ready. The show is on.
Welcome back, explorers! Today, we are investigating a huge weather mystery sent in by Max.
Indeed we are. We are talking about hurricanes, which are giant spinning storms that form over the warm ocean water. But before we get into how they start, it is time for our first trivia question of the day.
Trivia time. I am fully charged and ready to guess.
All right then, here is the question. True or false? A hurricane, a typhoon, and a tropical cyclone are all completely different types of storms. What do you think, Emma?
I feel like this is a trick question. I will guess false. I think they are the same storm, just with different names.
Wrong. I say they are different. A typhoon is a storm that drinks tea. And a cyclone rides a bicycle. Beep.
I love your imagination, Ziggy, but Emma is correct. They are basically the exact same kind of storm. The name just changes depending on where in the world they happen to form.
That makes sense. But Dr. Owl, what actually starts the storm in the first place?
Every giant engine needs fuel to run, Emma. For a hurricane, that fuel is very warm ocean water. The warm water heats the air right above it, and it adds lots of moisture to that air.
Moisture like sweat is the ocean sweating?
No, Ziggy. Moisture is just water, right, Dr. Owl?
Exactly. When the ocean water gets warm, some of it goes through a process called evaporation. Evaporation is a big word that means liquid water turns into an invisible gas called water vapor, and it floats up into the air.
Oh, so it is like when you boil water for pasta, and that steam rises up into the air.
That is a perfect real-life example, Emma. So this warm, wet air rises high up into the sky. As it gets higher, it cools down, and that invisible water vapor turns back into tiny water drops, forming giant clouds and lots of rain.
So the ocean throws water into the sky, and the sky throws it back. Catch.
You are so silly, Ziggy. But if the air goes up, what happens to the empty space it leaves behind near the water?
Excellent question. When the warm air rises, it leaves an area of lower pressure down near the ocean surface. So more air rushes in quickly to fill that empty space. Then that new air also gets warm and wet from the ocean, and it rises too.
Oh, I see. It just keeps repeating. Air rushes in, gets warm, rises up, makes clouds, and it does it again and again.
Precisely. This cycle helps the storm grow bigger and bigger. But there is one more ingredient: the spin. Because our planet Earth is always rotating, it helps bend the moving air, which makes the whole storm start to spin like a top.
Spinning? I love spinning. Watch my treads go. Whoops. I bumped the desk. My compass is spinning now.
Careful, Ziggy. Okay, so a hurricane is like a giant engine. The warm ocean water is the fuel. The rising air keeps the engine moving, and the spinning wind organizes the whole storm.
You summarized that brilliantly, Emma. Now, who is ready for another trivia question?
Me. Ask me. I have been practicing my guessing.
All right, explorers, listen closely. What do we call the calm, quiet center of a spinning hurricane? Is it A, the belly button, B, the eye, or C, the donut hole?
Well, it is round like a donut hole, but that sounds too tasty for a scary storm. I am going to guess B, the eye.
It must be the belly button, because hurricanes are ticklish.
While a hurricane with a belly button is a very funny thought, Emma is right again. The center is called the eye. Inside the eye, the winds are lighter, and the sky can even be clear. But right outside the eye is a ring of clouds called the eye wall, which has the strongest winds and the heaviest rain.
Wow, so the middle is quiet, but the ring around it is super wild. But Dr. Owl, what happens when this giant storm finally hits the land?
Remember our engine analogy, Emma? What happens to an engine when it runs out of fuel?
It stops working, and the fuel is the warm ocean water. So when the hurricane moves over the land or over cold water, it loses its fuel and gets weaker.
Spot on. However, while it is hitting the land, it can be very dangerous. Hurricanes bring strong winds, heavy rain, flooding, and something called a storm surge.
Storm surge? Is that when the ocean drinks an energy drink?
No, silly robot. What is a storm surge, Dr. Owl?
A storm surge happens when the powerful hurricane winds push a massive amount of ocean water onto the dry land. It is very important to know that it is not the same as a tsunami.
Oh, I remember reading about tsunamis. A tsunami usually starts when the seafloor suddenly moves, like during an earthquake, right?
Excellent memory, Emma. A tsunami comes from the moving earth, but a storm surge is pushed by the hurricane wind.
That sounds scary. How do we stay safe from a giant wind monster? Do we need a giant umbrella?
No giant umbrellas needed, Ziggy. We stay safe because incredible scientists are always watching the weather. They use satellites in space, radar, floating ocean buoys, and computer models to track the storms.
Wait, do they actually fly airplanes into the storm to study it?
They certainly do. There are brave pilots called hurricane hunters who fly specially built airplanes right through the storm to gather important information. Understanding how hurricanes form helps people predict where they will go, prepare for them, and stay safer.
That is so amazing! So, to answer Max's question, a hurricane is not magic at all. It is just a powerful storm with a recipe. Warm ocean water, rising wet air, spinning wind, and lots of clouds and rain.
Perfectly stated, Emma. The weather is a fascinating science, and asking questions is the best way to understand our wonderful world.
And thank you to Max for the great question. Keep exploring, everyone, and we will see you next time on STEM with Dr. Owl.
Testing, testing. This is Ziggy the weather robot. Beep. Tomorrow's forecast calls for a heavy evaporation, a 100% chance of belly buttons. Eyes. And it might rain spaghetti. Bring a fork.
Ziggy, you cannot predict spaghetti rain.
A robot can dream, Emma. A robot can dream. Okay, the show is over, but curiosity stays on.
I loved exploring with you today. If you had fun, tell a friend about our show.
Sharing is caring. Robots read that in a manual. Oh, question detected. If you have one too, leave it in the comments. My inbox is very empty.